All right, welcome back for another mock draft episode of the Gulag. We have 24 mock drafts left to pound out here. We're in the final stage. We just hit August. NFL is going to run as of this current moment. Some things have changed with players opting out. Let's go ahead and let's find out where I'm drafting from today. I'm going to draft from the 28 spot. If we look at our sheet here, the 28 spot is the newest member who replaced a guy that dropped out and demanded his money back, aka pulled a Karen and asked to speak to the manager. Sean. So we're going to do Sean's mock draft today from the 28 spot. Let's go ahead and get to the 28 spot here for Sean's team. I'm sure that the ADPs have switched a little bit. You can see that by looking at the list. Number 7 is now Clyde Edwards-Helaire with Damian Williams opting out. Going to be huge this year with the Chiefs. So let's go ahead. Let's get started. All right, so 28 spot, if we do the math here, that would be the 304 in a standard draft. It's going to be your first pick, and then you're going to have to wait 8 more picks after that. So let's see who falls to 28 with the first pick. There goes Lamar and Mahomes, both gone. Kelsey's gone. Kittle's gone. So if we look at our list here, I'm a big believer in Odell. But if we look at the top here, we still got some running backs. Not the best ones, though, that's for sure. Leonard Fournette, I kind of like him now. I don't think they're going to be cutting him. That'd be pretty ridiculous. That was kind of the rumblings there. In terms of fantasy purposes, even though the Jaguars are going to be really, really bad, he's going to get a lot of volume. Going with Leonard Fournette there with the 28th pick. Probably smart of me because as you see that 2 running backs just went off the board. The running backs that are left, don't know if any of them will even get back. So, that was one. Fournette's got a week 7 bye. At that point, he's going to be a good draft on your bench stash. Just going to have to find another running back to kind of help you out there. Let's go ahead and see. Juju and DJ Moore are available. I like those two both more than Amari Cooper. The benefit of DJ Moore is he's going to get a shit ton of volume with the Panthers. He's the number 1 wide receiver there. He's on a breakout type slope. Juju, we know he has the talent there. Had a really, really bad year, but also poor quarterback play. But he is a stud. He's going to be a stud for quite some time. I don't think you can go wrong with either of these two. I know Amari Cooper's there, but I'd rather have someone that's a little bit less of a risk. Me, I'm going to go with DJ Moore there. So now I got DJ Moore and Leonard Fournette. As I mentioned, the only other guy I was really debating on there was Juju Smith-Schuster. It's funny that he would be available right there because last year he was like an early 2nd round pick. If we go ahead and we look at the roster right now, we got Leonard Fournette and DJ Moore. That's a pretty good start. Look at the board. We have already had 5 quarterbacks go off in the first 2 rounds. There goes another one in Breeze. Tight ends, Gronk in the 3rd. That's disgusting. Don't know who that was, but sorry. We have now seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tight ends have gone off the board. 9 tight ends have gone off the board. That's not good for us, and that's okay, though, because we can punt the position. All right, looking at who's available here. Will Fuller, I'm really coming around on him. He's fully healthy. And to be honest, he's probably going to be the wide receiver 1 with the Texans. He's the most familiar with Deshaun Watson in the system. They just get Brandon Cooks, who probably is the better wide receiver and more consistent. He, even with all his concussions, he doesn't have any bad seasons. But but I like Will Fuller a lot. Deontay Johnson is the other guy that I'm really considering. Tariq Cohen would be nice as well because he's going to get you a lot of passes out of the backfield. I'm not even going to fool around here. I'm going with Will Fuller. I know he's kind of a risk because he has a pretty big injury history. But as I kind of mentioned, he's going to be the wide receiver one. He has the best rapport with Deshaun Watson. And after they just gave away Hopkins, someone's going to need to explode in that offense. And as long as he can stay healthy, Fuller will definitely do that. So Ryan, of course, went ahead and drafted who my next pick would have been, locked and loaded. Now he's going to definitely take a long look at Sony Michel here. He went 2 Bears. Got to be the little Illinois pride in him. I expect to see Eddie Pinheiro and Mitch Trubisky go off the board later. All right. Sony Michel just went. I'm okay with that. Had no interest in doing that. Now I need to make a decision. Do I want to go with a flex or do I want to go with a second running back? Josh Allen's also sitting there as the best available according to the sleeper here. If we look at some of the other running backs, it's going to fall off very, very quickly. So if we look at the top ones that are left, Philip Lindsay, don't like that really at all. I know, Melvin is there. But they also, at the same time, aren't just going to get rid of Philip Lindsay. So we got Philip Lindsay, Kerryon Johnson is another guy I'm considering. Latavius Murray, who I've already spoke high volume about. If Kamara goes down, he's going to be a top 5 running back. It's not even going to be close. Going to go here with Philip Lindsay, though. I know I just kind of talked him down just a tad, but I think he's good and safe. Kerryon Johnson gets hurt all the time. And even though they have DeAndre Swift, who's a rookie there, we don't really know what's going to happen with Kerryon. The only other player I would have really considered was Josh Allen, and he went right after me. So it was one of the two, and that's the way I ended up going. I just saw another defense went off the board. So we've now seen 4 defenses have gone. Just like in any other fantasy circumstance, you should probably go with a defense that's going to help you with a good matchup right at the beginning. Kind of the same thing with quarterback as well. Like Daniel Jones. I don't want Daniel Jones in any of my leagues for redraft because they have a rough first 6 games. It sucks for Saquon too. All right, I'm going to take a peek at the quarterbacks that are left. If we go ahead and take a look, we got Jimmy G, Ryan Tannehill, Philip Rivers, Drew Lock. All those guys are serviceable. I can wait, even if they would kind of fly in these next couple picks. If we look at some of the other players that are available, I don't like any of those running backs. So for my flex, I got to take a look at my tight end and my flex. TJ Hawkinson is just sitting there. Mike Gesicki and Jonnu Smith. Those are all good options. I know for a fact, could be wrong, but I know Ryan won't take one with 2 of his picks. So, I got to decide, do I want to go with a wide receiver for my flex or do I want to go to tight end? Looking at my wide receivers here, there's 2 guys right at the top I love. I love Michael Pittman. T.Y. Hilton is not healthy right now. They're going to need someone to produce. I'm going with Michael Pittman. I know I don't like rookies that much, but he's kind of in a unique circumstance, him and Jalen Reagor, to see what's going to happen. Oh, shit. I just saw that 2 tight ends just went off. I was really hoping I could get TJ Hawkinson. I'm hoping that Jonnu Smith is going to drop back. I don't think it's going to happen, though. If that would happen, that would be a really, really good start for this team. Those quarterbacks I mentioned, they're also going to be there. Looks like the only one that could take a quarterback would be Ryan's team, and then Team 30 has not taken one either. All right, Preston Williams, that's a good pick by Ryan there. As I mentioned, I was kind of debating him. I was running out of time, but I do like that Pittman pick a lot. All right, let's see. Sleeper has not imported the schedule. I'm not happy about that. I like to be able to look at matchups instead of freaking Google them. Cardinals defense, shit. I'm okay with getting Jimmy G if I can do it. Okay. You bitch. Back-to-back players I really wanted. All right. Let's take a look at Tannehill. See who the Titans are playing week 1. That pisses me off. I really wanted Jimmy G. All right. Broncos. A lot of people are going to say they have a good defense. It's definitely lost some pieces. So that could be interesting with the Titans. They are on the road, but like, what does the road even mean at this point? Gardner Minshew's still sitting there. I already got my flex tight end. At this moment, I'm looking at Jack Doyle or quarterback. I don't want to double down on Colts though. Like Jarwin's still there. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go with Ryan Tannehill. Hopefully that can work out at least to start the season. So if I look at my team here, I actually like this team a lot. The only thing I would have done differently was that Josh Allen pick. Would my team look much different? No. But looking back, I took Philip Lindsay as my second running back. That's a safe running back too in this format. I don't think they're just going to sit him on the bench, even with Melvin being there. Holy shit, a lot of defenses just flew off the board. Kickers are flying off the board. Let these teams take a kicker. Someone just took a kicker. That's a free agent. Goodbye. See ya. In the 7th round, hey, buddy, we still have 5 left to go. What a joke. All right, so where is my thing? I cannot scroll. Got it. Bitch. All right, there we go. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see who we got available for tight end. It's the only position we have left that we need to start at. Greg Olsen. Say what you want about him. The Seattle, they utilize the tight end a ton. And Will Disley, he is a stud when healthy, but he's really had 3 nearly career-ending injuries. The only other guy that's really there is Jacob Hollister. Greg Olsen is – Russell Wilson's going to need to throw the ball. Their defense is kind of falling off as well. But fun stat I actually found out this week, Russell Wilson has not finished an NFL season worse than 9-7. He's an absolute winner. He needs to throw the ball and some reliable targets. Greg Olsen's one of the most reliable tight ends of all time. I'm taking him here. If I look at this roster here, I'll tell you what, that should get you through a couple weeks. I like that team. Now come the crap positions. I'm going to take a brief look at the defense. All right, so we got the Washington football team. We got the Titans. We have the Colts, Jets, and Falcons. Those are our top 5. Titans play the Broncos. Drew Lock, sophomore season. I know he has a stud record at the moment, but I'm going to take a look at the Colts week 1 as well. They play against Minshew or Joshua Dobbs. We'll see what happens with COVID-19 that he just got put on that list. I'm okay with the Titans or the Colts. I'm really, really, really liking this draft right now for Sean. Denzel Mims goes off the board to Ryan. Ryan, is he in your flex or on the bench? Flex, nice. All right, so the Colts went off the board. I'm taking the Titans. We take a look at this team here. I got Tannehill right now. I got Leonard Fournette, Philip Lindsay, DJ Moore, Will Fuller, Greg Olsen, Pittman, and Titans. Pittman, if we look back one more time, you don't have to think the exact same way as me, but you could have gone with Pittman or Preston Williams. I would have loved either one. Preston Williams could be a stud this year for the Dolphins. See who his quarterback is, either Tua or Fitzpatrick. Only one starting position left. It's the kicker. You know how I feel about kicker. I'm not taking him anytime soon. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of those quarterbacks that may be available. You know, in a lot of these mock drafts, I've been taking Fitzpatrick, but it sounds like Tua is fully healthy, and they may or may not give him the keys right to start the season. I don't feel good about that at all, knowing that he's going to be their franchise quarterback. Don't think it's a wise decision. Let's take a look at these quarterbacks. I know for a fact Tyrod Taylor is starting for the Chargers. Just came out over the weekend. Looks like he was already taken in this league, though. Otherwise, I would have played defense and drafted him if he was there. If I look at some of these other options, I mean, Trubisky or Foles, who's it going to be? Now, someone already drafted Foles. It would really suck if all of a sudden I take Trubisky and Trubisky starts week 1. We don't know what's going to happen, though. Who the hell is Tyler Huntley, and why is he ranked higher than Fitzpatrick? That makes no sense. Darwin Thompson might be a little bit interesting now that we don't know what's going to happen in the backfield. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play some defense. I do this a lot in my drafts. I'm going to take Irv Smith as a second tight end there for my team. I don't think any of these quarterbacks are going to start. That's why I didn't take another one. Fitzpatrick was always my go-to, but now I don't know if that's going to be the case. I could just do it and just hope, because if you look at all these other guys, Taysom Hill might score some points as like a flex quarterback. But we'll see. Trubisky, good start. You see here, Ryan just played some defense. He took a second tight end as well, just kind of like I did. Just want to take a glance at who the kickers are. All right, so there's plenty of starting kickers left. We got 3 rounds left. Currently 7:18. We're 12 minutes away from Bucks Rockets. Let's go Bucks. Okay. Looking at another bench piece here. Do I want to take a third tight end? I don't even know if me playing defense was smart there, because you can still see there are a ton of tight ends left that can be started and can put up points. It's going to go ahead and look at there's any guys with like a potential for some value. Yep, Darwin Thompson, I mentioned. Damian Williams is sitting out. Is it going to be Darwin Thompson, or I'm assuming he's not available, but yeah, DeAndre Washington is the other guy. The Chiefs. I think they're going to give the backfield to CEH. I'm going to take Darwin Thompson. I'm going to play just a gamble on my bench, hoping that he takes away some of those carries. Okay, so let's see what happens. Looks like no kickers are going off. So just took a free agent wide receiver, just got cut from the Chargers, Andre Patton. Trubisky just went off. Three starting tight ends just went off. 2 kickers, 3 kickers, a fullback. What the hell? Oh, here come the kicker run. Here it comes. Oh, there goes 3 more tight ends. All right, so it probably was smart for us to go ahead and take a second tight end, because now you can see they're just running off the board, and these are guys I want nothing to do with. All right, let's see who's the kickers. Catanzaro just signed by the Giants. They cut Aldrich Rosas, got himself in some trouble. Remember, anytime that you see in a competition, has competition on the way, not good by any means. Joey Sly, he was a beast last year. I'm taking him. The Panthers are going to have to score points to keep up with that division. So I got myself a starting kicker there for the Carolina Panthers. Kicking after DJ Moore scores yet 90 touchdowns on the season. So we got everything filled out. I actually really love this draft a lot. I'm going to see if I can get one more solid flyer off my bench. Might need to pay homage to Geronimo Allison holding out or opting out this season. Maybe some Devin Funchess. I can't wait to see them. One of these teams auto pick him. Third tight end and another starter. Geronimo and Devin Funchess. Get out of here. What a waste of a pick that would be. All right, I'm going with JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Who knows what that wide receiver core is going to look like for the Eagles. Actually, I really like that Herbert pick in the 12th as well. Might be some defense. Dan Arnold, starting tight end for the Cardinals. Cardinals defense, Raiders defense. All right. Let's take a look at my roster here. For Sean, we got Ryan Tannehill, Fournette and Lindsey, DJ Moore and Will Fuller, Greg Olsen, Michael Pittman, Joey Sly. Titans defense, Irv Smith Jr., Darwin Thompson, JJ Arcega-Whiteside. I like this team a lot. The only area I'm really concerned about, to be honest, would be the flex. But I think Pittman's going to have a great year. Colts with T.Y. banged up and just being put into an outstanding situation. So that is the 28th spot. We'll see you next time.